Everyone knows that there is a rat in Lil Durk's Only the Family, but do you know that the rat is OT's top assassin? So they said that I or co-conspirator number 4 is I'm the one that provided the location to Lil Durk. Yeah, in this video I will show you how OT's top assassin snitched on his boss Lil Durk, but first let me show you how he played both sides while setting up Quando Rondo. For execution, OTF's top assassin's game. Everyone knows that loyalty and trust are part of the core values of Lil Durk's Only the Family crew. He needed to handpick every member because being surrounded by family on the street is the biggest flex of every crew, and you know how it is on the street. Every OG needs an OG. Brick Baby is that man. He is Lil Durk's main man on the street. There are whispers about Brick Baby being OT's top assassin in a documentary covered by Swamp Stories. Brick Baby was tagged Durk's evil __. Assassin. Given Brick's long history on the street and constant run-ins with the feds, his friendship with Durk was equally professional. But here's the thing: following Lil Durk's arrest by federal agents in connection to a murder-for-hire plot targeted at Quando Rondo, word on the street was that someone gave up Quo's location to Lil Durk to confirm the street's suspicion. When the federal indictment against Lil Durk was unsealed, it was revealed that someone leaked Quo's location. So the big question was who set up Quando Rondo. One or more co-conspirators including number 4 learned that he was staying in California. So who gave up the location? Bro, that's crazy work. Aha, the street is never wrong because of, according to the indictment over Act Number 2 on August 18, 2022, one or more conspirators including co-conspirator 4 learned that TB was visiting California and staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. So the big question now is who snitched. But before you go beating yourself over that puzzle, let's look at how the indictment described the tragic events of the day. According to the feds, the killer squad, using 2 cars including one without a registered license plate, worked in tandem to track stalk an attempt to murder TB at a gas station located in Los Angeles. During the attack, the conspirators allegedly fired at least 18 rounds at TB's vehicle, several of which hit and killed Lat. After the deed was done, prosecutors reported that the killer squad later assembled at a restaurant where they scrambled payment for the attack and then made one last mistake. They allegedly used an OTF-linked credit card to obtain flight tickets to Chicago. As expected, the feds left a puzzle for the fans, users, and the entire industry at large to decipher who co-conspirator 4 is, who dropped the location. One thing was certain, which made it easier for the street to arrive at one unified conclusion without wasting much time. One name popped up from everyone's lips: Brick Baby. In case you don't know, Brick Baby and Quando Rondo were able to maintain a close relationship amidst the steaming altercation between OTF boys and Quando Rondo's camp. In an interview on Vlad TV, DJ Vlad Straight confronted Brick Baby about the rumors flying around, and this was his reaction. So they said that I or co-conspirator number 4 is I'm the one that provided the location to Lil Durk. Yeah, I mean nah, you know, I mean like I know it looks I wouldn't be right here doing all this first and foremost if I was conspirator number 4. Throughout the interview, Brick Baby addressed swirling rumors implicating him in Lil Durk's case after Lil Durk and 5 associates were arrested in connection to a murder-for-hire plot resulting in the death of Quando Rondo's cousin. Social media buzz pointed to Brick Baby as co-conspirator for. However, contrary to the charging document, Brick Baby firmly denied these accusations, asserting that if he were indeed co-conspirator for, he wouldn't have the freedom to discuss the allegations publicly. Brick Baby went on to say that his relationship with Quando Rondo was separate from the whole altercation their respective crews had going on, and most importantly, he claimed that he was able to keep the friendship without disclosing sensitive information. When this happened, me and Rond had officially talked 3 to 4 times already, and I ain't said this nowhere else, but me and Quando Rondo had let their beef be their beef and our relationship be our relationship. Apparently, Brick Baby questioned the logic of being labeled a conspirator, downplaying his potential involvement and maintaining his innocence amidst the ongoing legal saga. This brings me to an important question: why was the entire internet pointing to Brick Baby as the snitch when the incident happened? Some people speculated that Brick Baby leveraged his relationship with Quando Rondo to provide Lil Durk with sensitive information about Quando Rondo's whereabouts. This is largely because in that interview, Brick Baby claimed that given the tension between their camps, it wasn't reasonable for Quando Rondo to let him in on his location when he was in LA. Here's the thing: the reason why the street pinned the mysterious co-conspirator for saga on Brick Baby was because of the shocking events that unfolded after the LA attack on Quando Rondo's team. Quando Rondo renounced being a Rolling 60 member. Within a short time of his quitting the gang, people began to speculate, saying Quando Rondo Announced the gang because co-conspirator 4 is a Rolling 60 member so feel betrayed by the crew he was associated with. Now everyone knows that Brick Baby is a documented Rolling 60 mem, so it was easy for the conspiracy to sell. To be honest, some people claim that Brick Baby snitches on himself every time he talks about the case. For instance, when DJ Vlad asked him to comment on the rumor that Quando Rondo had ditched Rolling 60 because he had been backdoored by one of them, his response was uncoordinated. It makes sense. It depend on when they come out who K-Spirator number 4 is, then it all makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like that do make sense. Like it makes sense what the world is saying, but it's like y'all didn't crack the cod this time. I know the fans usually solve the case, but y'all didn't crack the cod this time. Well, interesting times are ahead because Brick Baby is saying one thing and the fans are saying another. One user came straight at Brick in the comment section saying, "We see right through you, Brick boy." I thought that was humorous enough, but take a look at this. This interview is just to pay for Brick Baby lawyer fee. Another user concluded, "Bro is in fact co-conspirator." Almost everyone in the comments section seems to agree that Brick Baby is in fact co-conspirator 4 and he did set Quando Rondo up. Everyone thinks Brick Baby ops top assassin is a snitch. This guy thinks Brick Baby is a proud snitch wearing a hat with a letter S like a badge of honor. In a shocking turn of events, it appears there are more rats in Only the Family than in a food store. The industry was startled at the news that Lil Durk's arrest was possible because a snitch was informing on him after they helped him set up Quando Rondo. They still handed him to the feds. So while Brick Baby was playing his part, another snitch was playing his part with a wire. Who could that be? Lil Durk's in-house snitch. The saddest thing about betrayal is that it never comes from an enemy, it is always from a close friend, someone in the circle, someone you trust. But here is the tragedy: finding trust and loyalty is a costly assumption on the street. In a shocking turn of events following rapper Lil Durk's arrest on federal charges of a murder for hire plot, it appears there is a rat in Only the Family where trust and loyalty were the order of the game. Who would have thought that Lil Durk's arrest was made possible because he was snitched on by one of his own? Right now there are some reports, like one from the Express Tribune, that Durk was allegedly ratted on by an OTF member who dedicated quite some years of his life secretly connecting his boss Lil Durk with the attempted murder of Quando Rondo, which led to the murder of Lulpab. Many things have gone down the street, but I assure you that this recent development has caused the industry to be in total shock. The informant, identified as OTF Jam, allegedly wore a hidden wire for several years to gather evidence for authorities. OTF Jam, who was released from prison in 2022 after serving 12 years for attempted murder, reportedly provided information directly linking the biggest fish Lil Durk to the murder for hire scheme against Rondo. Born T. and Terrell Bowman Seas was one of the first people to report on social media the in-house betrayal of gangster rapper Lil Durk. He tweeted, "Lil Durk snitch was an OTF member, and he was exposed for wearing a wire." OTF Jam allegedly wore a wire for multiple years. He previously served a 12-year sentence. As soon as the news hit the internet, a series of controversies was sparked, with most people wondering how OTF Jam was able to hide the wire without being noticed for several years. Humorously, someone responded he was hiding the wire in that big forehead. Another user tried to offer some clarity, saying they don't use wires nowadays. Instead, cops give you a small voice recorder that's really sensitive, and you just have to put it in your pocket. However, this user's opinion seemed to be up to date with technological advancement. It says, "A wire, my opinion, not a fact, but every device around you is considered a wire. You don't necessarily have to wear a movie wire. Your phone is the wire, I believe." Well, to be honest, using a wire to rat sounds like some old school rat thing. I believe technology has moved forward, and so have rats. In a recent interview with Vlad, TV music executive and rapper Wack 100 discussed the arrest of Lil Durk and the fact that an OTF member allegedly informed on him on DJ Vlad's show. When the host brought up OTF member Jam's betrayal, Wack 100 commented that it was crazy how Jam got out of